Hello, welcome back to the channel where you join me for my final park of the trip. I'm here at Walibi Belgium, as you can see in the background, my first ever visit. And before today I've done Bobbejaanland and Parc Asterix in France, and really looking forward to getting into Walibi Belgium, mainly to ride KONDAA, the newish Intamin. But there's also several other cool coasters here, including the old Schwarzkopf shuttle loop inside, and Tiki Waka looks pretty cool, and a nice Intamin drop tower. So let's head on inside and see how I find my first ever visit here. Here we go, just taking my first ever steps into Walibi Belgium after just dropping my big bag off. Don't want to be lumbering that around all day. Greeted with a nice merry-go-round and a wave swinger just over there. Drop tower in the background. Got the wooden roller coaster off to the side that's meant to be pretty rough, I think. Wait times look between 30 and 40 minutes. So let's, almost tempted to do Vampire, the SLC straight away, because that hasn't got a very long queue. Don't really know what to do first, to be honest. What makes the most sense? I know one or two rides do have single rider queue. I think KONDAA's down at the back of the park, yes. Which is obviously the highlight of coming here today. Yeah, let's just see where we end up. There she is, what a beauty. What's it called? Loop Garou, I think? You can tell a ride's rough. We're literally, from when I just got out the toilet, you can hear people screaming kind of like, ah! And it sounds really shaky, like they're being shake, rattled and rolled. But we'll give it a go, you never know. Could be pleasantly surprised. I'm not normally. I can see some of the shuttle coasters in the background, the water one, Pulsar, I believe, and I think Psych Underground's the other one, the Schwarzkopf, which is, I believe, the same as what Alton Towers used to have, called the Thunder Looper. Not the exact same model. That one, I believe, is at Knott's Berry Farm in America. I always doubt myself with these things, but I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, it'll be cool to get on that because I never got to do it. Ripsaw over there, well, Buzzsaw as it's called here. The drop tower, pretty tall one actually. It's taller than Apocalypse was at Drayton Manor. Definitely give that a go later. But yeah, really I thought, you know, the main reason for coming to this park is because of KONDAA. So I need to just go to that straight away. You never know with these rides. Imagine if it closed and couldn't get on it. Like, not that I think that would happen with a new Intamin, but not a chance I'm willing to take. And also getting to see where all the rides are as I walk around. Yeah, fairly busy today actually, fairly busy. All towers are in operation though on the drop tower, which is good to see. We've got the Tiki Waka, the Gerslau bobsled coaster, that looks really cool. I think that's one that gets a longer queue, although there is single rider, so I have to see if I can find that single rider queue. Nice little horse transportation ride there. Well, I say transportation, just sort of round in a loop, but it looks nice. Always nice to see some little family rides, stuff for everyone. And we can just see KONDAA poking out there. I think that's got to be the coaster of the trip, surely. It looks amazing. Hopefully get loads of rides on that today. Beautiful this area. I'm loving the look of this Tiki Waka, however you say it. Here it comes over the footpath. Yeah, it looks really good fun. I hope there is a single rider because, like I say, this looks pretty busy. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it's literally just here next to the entrance. Speedy single rider to the right. Single rider. Not telling me it's walk on, are you? No, it can't be. Can't be. Oh no, it's not walk on, there's one person. Look at the queue. Well, what a start to the day. Yeah, advertised at a 50-minute current wait for the main queue. It looks like this is the only place you get on. There's no overloading, which is pretty crazy for a ride like this. No wonder it's got a long queue. I wouldn't be surprised if it's longer than 50 minutes. Yeah, look, they're all waiting to get off on the next trains. Wow. Wow, so that was an awesome start to the day. Very, very good. Best start of the day to any of my parks so far, I'd say. Well, actually, Bobjaland was pretty good, but Bobjanen, still can't say it. What am I like? But yeah, the queue looked awful, and so there's only one place to get on, so they're loading one car at a time. And yeah, there's only 4 rides on each one. A strange choice of coaster for a park like this. But anyway, it's a brilliant ride, but just before that, yes, there's a ride access pass queue, there's a fast pass queue, the main queue and the single rider. And the main queue, oh, this looked horrible how slow it was going. I asked the lady that sat next to me in the end how long she queued, and she couldn't really speak English too much, but seemed to say like just over an hour. Sure, it looked even longer. But she had 2 little girls with her, so I feel sorry for them. It's quite hot today as well. But yeah, the ride wouldn't have been worth an hour queue. Worth 20-25 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, it was good fun, really nice smooth layout, lovely colour scheme, great theming, and overall a good package. This is a nice view of it here. Onwards to the main event. I know I said the KONDAA first, but as it was walk on, the single rider, I thought I'd do that while I'm there. And on to the main attraction. It's only got 10-minute wait apparently. Oh, this looks gorgeous. Look at that. Cannot wait to experience this highlight coaster of the trip, along with Tutatis. I'm not expecting it to be too intense, but we'll see, I suppose. Nice warm day, cycling around constantly, I imagine. There is a single rider as well, so let me see if I can hunt that down, I suppose. Or just wait in the main queue if it's only 10 minutes. Oh, it says 25 minutes now, okay. See if we can hunt down this single rider. Yeah, queue doesn't look too bad in a normal one, but I don't think I'm missing out on too much theming or any pre-show or anything going in the single rider. Let's see how we're looking up here. Will it be another walk-on? Can you imagine? Yep, it's another walk-on. Cool. Looks like I'm getting a walk-on front row as well. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Well, what are the chances of going in single rider and getting a front row experience? There's a group of 3, a man and 2 women. The woman wanted to sit together and weren't quite ready for the front row, so the guy took the front row and I happily took the seat next to him. What a ride! That was very, very good. First off, more intense than I imagined. Yeah, the low to the ground turns. Some of the banking, yeah, it's quite intense, that, which I like. Put loads of airtime. Not quite as extreme as my favourite ever roller coaster and Intamin coaster, Hyperion. Hyperia? Oh my god, I'm getting them mixed up now. Thought part. Anyway, the one at Energylandia. But really long layout. Even the small little bunny hills I don't normally like, but they weren't too. They were intense, but they weren't uncomfortable like you get on RMC coasters. So yeah, brilliant start to the day. I've been here about half an hour and got the 2. Well, not the Tiki Waka wasn't the other biggest coaster, but it's the one that has the longest queue. And then KONDAA the best coaster. So I'm going to go straight back round to do it again. I think it's got to be a back row coaster though. I think that first drop, it was good, don't get me wrong, and very intense at the bottom of the drop as well. A lot of the, I suppose a lot of the elements are quite compact, like the profiling of the bottom of the drop. You're sort of down and then up again quite quickly, and that's what really gives some of that intensity. So anyway, I wonder where I'm going to be sitting this time. Means I don't have to do the main queue just to get front row now. Second ride on there, fourth row this time. Again, oh, that is so much fun. You just got a beam and smile the whole way around. KONDAA for the win. That's going to be in the top 10 as well. It's got to be. Hyperia at Thorpe Park is basically my benchmark for about number 10, 11 now. And yeah, that's definitely better than Hyperia. Not by loads, but same as Tutatis. That's again probably just under this, I'd say. I did only get one ride on Tutatis and I wasn't feeling 100% that day. So I would like to go back to Park Asterix really soon, to be honest. My family and brother and nephews and niece that I always talk about in these vlogs, they're hoping to go there soon. So I'll definitely have to pop over for that again to experience it more. But yeah, I think just the size of this, the scale of it's that bit bigger than Tutatis, and the drop sensational. Just feels that bit faster as well. Yeah. Whew. What roller coasters I've done this trip. That Fury yesterday. Oh, I'm forgetting myself now. Osiris. Yeah, I got a good experience of Osiris on my 2 rides. But yeah. Ah, loving life, loving it. Let's get on some more rides. Yeah, just a quick little touch on the park itself then. Like I mentioned, top tip, single rider queues. I did actually look up beforehand. I'm not always the best at doing that, but I'm trying to get better. And there is 3 coasters with single rider queue. The KONDAA one's quite well posted. The other 2, like Tiki Waka, I think the other one's either Pulsar or the Schwarzkopf Looper. Look that up for yourself. I think it's well, I'll get it wrong now, but I'll show you later on in the vlog. And that one as well is quite hidden away apparently, but because of that they don't get long queues at all. So yeah, make sure to take full advantage of the single riders whilst you're here. Yeah, that's my top tip. I got here at about just after 12, about half 12 to be honest. The park opens 10 AM, it opens till 6 PM. But they are long days, you know. I left my hostel at 10 AM from Brussels. It's not far, but yeah, it's just the trains and that are all a bit... I did find the travel harder than usual on public transport. And yeah, it took like 2 hours or so to actually get here. But that did mean I could have a big lunch before I came, so I won't need to eat whilst I'm here. But I think next trip I do like this. Well, with these sorts of parks, I will hire a car again next time, or drive into it. But yeah, trying to think what my next park will be actually. I'm going to try and go away in the next 3-4 weekends again, because I'm really getting a taste for it again. I think Spain. I think maybe Portventura or Madrid again. What do you reckon? Anyway, I've been told I show too much of my face in that sometimes, but I don't know, I just like to give my full thoughts and when I look back on it. So I'll try and get some more clips of the park. This looks awesome, this water coaster, and the sun is out. I think it's a good time to do it, to be honest. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I don't know which side the entrance is at. I would have thought down this way, but I don't know. Yeah, so this is the last single rider one, Pulsar. I'm getting all these done straight away. Hopefully dry off quite quickly. Oh, looking forward to this. One person in the queue.
Entre les deux, c'est quoi qui peut suivre?
Well, what do you say about that? I definitely got the wettest on that ride. I was back right seat. Comment below if you've been on it before and you know which is the wettest. There are people that, I mean, look in front of blue top, zoom in, and you know, you've got a bit on his shorts. I'm literally like this, I know it's black so it's hard to tell, but I'm just absolutely soaked. Some people's hair doesn't even look wet. Oh, good fun though, good fun. Airtime unexpected, fast launch unexpected. Just great fun that was. Doubt I'll do it again with how wet you get. I'm hoping I'll dry out fairly quickly. Goodness, honestly. Soaker. Oh, that was good fun. Pretty high as well. Look at that. It's a cool loading system as well to do 2 trains. It needs it. It's a popular attraction. Off to do the Schwarzkopfloper. Here we go. Should actually say its name as well. Psych Underground. Tell you what, they should try selling more of them. They're such a staple attraction. Everyone loves watching it, even if they're not riding it. Yeah, moving on anyway. Like I said, Psych Underground, here we come. 3 of the 8 coasters done. Or 9, not sure. Here we go then, on to Psych Underground. With, not actually sure on the weight of this, but we'll find out. Yeah, interestingly, when this opened, it wasn't originally enclosed. I believe it wasn't for about 10 or 11 years until they added just the loop to be enclosed to reduce noise. And then about another 10 years later, they enclosed the whole ride. A bit of an interesting history, originally built in 1982. Let's, I imagine there's going to be a bit of a queue. Yeah, I can see it up here. Let's see how we get on. Oh, 11 minutes later, they're waiting to get on the train. 11-minute queue. Yay! An old school looking coaster. Just with lap bars as well. Good to see. I just had my ride there on Psych Underground. Yeah, not the most forceful or anything, and not too much in the way of effects and things on there either. But still cool to get on an old school roller coaster like that. Very smooth as well, very smooth. Anyway, I'm just going past one of the junior coasters now. Might as well do it while I'm here, only 5-10 minute wait. And that's another one ticked off. Well, it's a classic SLC with the old restraints. I've heard bad things about this. I think it's one of the older ones. Oh god, well at least the station's nicer than most. Even the gate hit me on the way out. Yeah, typical SLC, not as bad from what I remember as the one in Walibi, Holland. Or maybe I just braced myself really well. I don't remember the restraints. I've done so many of these, but the restraints felt even more bulky than usual. Like just weird angles. Yeah, 1999 that one was made. The one in Belgium, in Holland, was 1994. One of the very first ones, I believe. So maybe that's why that one's even worse. But yeah, a couple of bad jolts, but manageable. If I had my head back like they tell you, because you hold tight and put your head forward away from being banged, then there would have been some really sore moments, but just about escaped them. Right, 3 more coasters to do. The wooden coaster, the boomerang, and the mine train coaster, and we've still got just over 3 hours of the day left, so plenty of time for re-rides, I think. 30-minute advertised wait for Loop Guru Werewolf. Let's see how long it is. It's just to the entrance, the queue. I don't mind, I hadn't really done any queues. The Vampire was about 10-15 minutes, so I don't mind doing a bit of a queue, having a chill out for a bit. Yeah, 31 minutes later and hopping on. Queue times have been very accurate at the park so far. Oh, there we go, surprise of the trip that wasn't unpleasant at all. That rode really nicely. I'll have to do a little bit of research after this clip into whether it's been retracked at all. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't butter smooth, but for me that's what a wooden roller coaster's about. Ones like this don't bother RMC, and it's great having that old school feel. Unlike, what was it, Tom DeZeus at Park Asterix, that was just horrifically bad. Apart from the layout being better than that. Yeah, the trains on there were brilliant. I had my hands up, so I went round once, and then the second time, as I was picking my stuff up, there's several single rider seats available at the back. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to hop on one of them. There isn't a single rider queue, so sometimes when there isn't, if I know and I ask that the rider that there's no one next to them, I'll go on that one again. Saves me 30 minutes, get another experience, and even better the second time on the back. Loads of air time. Great first drop. First drop into the first turn is the roughest part. Still have your hands up though, which is a lot more than I can say about a lot of other wooden roller coasters out there. Let me know in the comments below what you think to this roller coaster if you've done it. But yeah, very, very pleasantly surprised. And half an hour queue time pretty much exactly as advertised. Got 2.5 hours to the day, and only 2 smaller coasters, well, the Coma Boomerang and the family coaster to get on, and then yeah, hopefully some dark rides and KONDAA re-rides. Yeah, looking about 15-20 minutes for the Boomerang. About longest I'd want to wait for one of these. I really do dislike those boomerangs, those old school Vekoma ones, but it's done, don't have to do it again. But yeah, really took a right hook by the shoulder pad, it quite hurt, and it's just so intense on the way back, and just rough, and obviously there's no air time, anything like that. Oh, goodness, it's done now. I've got just one small roller coaster to do with 2 hours left to go. And it's next to the drop tower, so I think I'll do the drop tower next if it's not too long away. Just about to hop on this 250-foot drop tower by Entenmann. Used to find drop towers quite challenging, and now after facing some fears recently with heights like the Eiffel Tower and done lots of other drop towers, I'm fine with them now. So let's see what this one rides like. I imagine it'll be like the one at Portaventura, and because that's about 300 foot. I think this is 250. Ah, nice chill little drop tower. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is intense and that, but when you start to lose the fear for them, the drop isn't as like intense as they used to be. The one that still gets me is Detonator at Fort Park. That is that throws you down the drop. Yeah, good views anyway. Yeah, not the best operations because they don't fill all the seats with single riders, and again, as I was coming off, there's only going to be like 2 people on my row of 4, and but no, I couldn't stay on. So it's what it is. It's a bit of a shame you have to go off in the ride queue to see all this. It looks amazing. Really amazing theming. Probably the best in the whole park, even above Tiki Taki Toki, whatever it's called. Just had my ride there, and just next to the photo point there's a little staircase where you can go up to get some really good views of not only the mine train I've just done, but also, hopefully, kind of good ones of KONDAA, but it's about as good as it gets. It's hard to capture it, to be fair, on camera. But yeah, look at all that, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, not a bad ride either, not particularly intense. But you know, it's just a family of mine train. Good interaction though. It's just one platform and one circuit. You come back round and join the other train. There's 3 on there in total. Moves very quickly, the queue. And yeah, you interact with them on the layout, which is nice. So I've just got the only 2 rides I want to do, apart from re-riding KONDAA. So I've done all the roller coasters now, and there's an hour and 15 minutes left of the day. It's just the log flume and the dark ride based around Tutankhamun, I think. I can't believe I remembered that. Surprise myself sometimes. So do them, then I'm sure I'll have plenty of time for 2-3 re-rides of KONDAA. And that'll be enough for me. More than happy with that as a day's work. Yeah, KONDAA was exceptional. Can't wait to get back on there when it's completely warmed up as well. Yeah, just a little word of the area and that. I don't know what Dalton Terror means or who Dalton is, but maybe the protagonist of this area. I haven't seen any characters or anything. Yeah, it looks good. It's well finished off. It's clean and tidy. One other thing that it makes you realise that these parks, even though, you know, this shouldn't be like top tier level worldwide parks. I know of one that is a top tier worldwide park, or should be, used to be, and that is Alton Towers at home. Now, we can't help us roller coaster enthusiasts. If we come from England, we all love the park, love it to bits. You know, my favourite theme park in so many ways, but having just got back from Alton Towers a week or 2 ago again, we had a good day out, to be fair. We were fairly lucky, but even then the ride availability is just like, you don't realise that you're having to adapt your day so much to rides being down. Like the other day, there's 4 or 5 roller coasters down at the same time, and these are only 6-hour days sometimes that the park's open for. I've come to this much smaller park for about 6 hours. Everything's been operational. I haven't seen anything down all day. So it just makes you realise when you come abroad more than ever how much better these parks are run. Every park I've done on this trip, there hasn't been a down ride, I don't think I can remember. Oh, Pegasus at Park Asterix went down for like 10 minutes. Quite normal, but not all these delays and late openings and all that. But there we go. Just some thoughts on how Alton Towers is currently comparing to some of these theme parks abroad. Such a crowd pleaser, that water coaster, really is. Anyway, I thought Tutankhamun was a different way, but I have ended up at the log flume. It says 30-minute waits, but based on how things have gone today and how high throughput these are, I don't think it will be that long. And it does look like a good one. So let's see how we get on. If it turns out it's 30 minutes and I have to sacrifice the Tutankhamun challenge, and so be it, to get some extra re-rides on my baby KONDAA. I don't think this is going to be 30. Hopefully it's not, so I can get both in. Let's find out. Looks like real cool, this. I know it's got 3 drops and a backwards one. So that's why I sort of quite want to do it. Looks well themed. The whole park's really clean. Yeah, what a great day I've had here. Oh, those boats are flying out, one after another. Right, let's see how we get on. The backwards drop. I like this colour scheme. It reminds me of what they've done at Pleasurewood Hills. Ugh, got a bit wet there. With their log flume, their water factory ride, whatever it's called. There we go, backwards, you're not seeing things. I reckon 15 minutes, but what do I know? Don't know if you can see much over that fence. You know, I may be talking complete nonsense, but I have seen, yeah, you can see it here, the speedboats, sort of, what do they call it? Oh, I can't even think now, it's getting too late. But the artist impression rendering which is the new coaster coming next year that I've seen as I've been on some of the taller rides in the park. And yeah, it looks really cool. Nice family edition. I think they could do with another family coaster, so that'll be good. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's not here, I don't think. It'll be around there. Yeah, this isn't going to be half an hour, guys. Yeah, it's going to be about a 5-minute queue, if that. Got some cool lights and that going on through there. Take on as much as I can. Won't really hold the phone for the drops and that, I shouldn't think. But yeah, I'll take you on for a bit of a POV. Yeah, it looks good. Looks cool. Here we go. Very cool, I like all this. Really good log flick. Oh, a bit of a soak of that first backwards drop. They often are though. They're quite happy I'm in the front. Well, it's just started raining. I hope it's not raining when I'm on KONDAA. We'll see. Yeah, big drop at the top here. Oh, here we go, for the first time. It's the new roller coaster under construction. Managed to finally see it. Fitting in with the water sort of area. Right, I'll see you when I get off. Well, let's just see what the view's like up here. KONDAA. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and a bit of a soaker again there. Not as bad as the Pulsar roller coaster, of course. Yeah, that was good. What was I going to say? Yeah, it's good to get some footage of the new coaster being constructed at the top there. And the rain seems to have stopped as well. It was just like a little bit in the air. It's not meant to rain properly for a couple of hours, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's hop onto the dark ride and then finish off on KONDAA. Hope you enjoyed the vlog, guys. Stay around for plenty more. I'll be doing lots of Halloween content. Going abroad again next month as well, I'm hoping. Let me know in the comments where you'd like to see me go and check out. Yeah, let's enjoy the last hour of the day. Coming back through this really well themed area again. Really reminds me of Busch Gardens Tampa, the similar coaster they got out there. Yeah, the only other two rides I would have done if I had time today was there's a rapids ride that's been advertised as a 45-minute queue most of the day, which obviously is a bit of a while. And there's also like Popcorn Adventure or something, which is another dark ride, but that's meant to be the lesser of the two. I mean, it is what it is, you know, it's hard to do all these, everything each time you visit, and I've fitted loads in. We'll have a ride count at the end of the day. Fit loads in, and there's still like an hour or so left of the park, just under an hour. So yeah, really happy with what I've done today. Just coming up to the dark ride now. It's been very quiet in this area of the park. Again, it's advertised as 30 or 40 minutes, but I can't imagine it being more than 10-15, depending on what its throughput's like. It does make you wonder if, especially near the end of the day, they do overestimate the queue times to maybe get you to buy a fast pass or two, because you can pay like €7 a ride for fast pass on the app. I mean, if I'd been super bothered, let's say I was in like Disney and there's two rides I just didn't have the time for and saw those queue times, I would have paid. Obviously here I'm not so bothered if I was to miss one. But yeah, you know, I don't like to think that that's the case, but surely it can't be 30 minutes. It's yeah, there's like no one here really. So well, let's see. Cool facade on the outside. Yeah, let's see how we get on. I estimate 10 minutes. Get a sign of what to expect. How good is that animatronic? Really good, like that. Yeah, it's literally just up there. Then we'll be on. It'll be about 10 minutes as estimated by yours truly. Then we'll have about half an hour, 25 minutes to re-ride KONDAA. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually, this. Trackless system. I think it kind of looks like a track, but I don't think it is. Letting all the others doing the shooting for me, setting off any potential animatronics. Pretty cool. Yeah, I am liking all these animatronics. Scorpion. Flying creatures, don't think they're picking up well on the screen. Wind effect. Very cool. Oh, I like that. Highlight of the ride so far. Yeah, kind of freaky. We made it, I think. Or have we? There's something else coming up. I don't know what that was about. Seems like someone else came a different way. Some footage there of my ride on the Challenge of Tutankhamun. Yeah, better than I expected actually. That trackless dark ride. Didn't shoot or fire using the guns, but the set pieces and the animatronics were really well done. Nice big features in there. But yeah, glad I've done it. Right, just over half an hour of the day left, and I'm entering the KONDAA zone, I'll call it. And let's see if we can have at least 2 re-rides. That would be perfect. Not a bad way to end your holiday. What an area as well. Cool. Alright, let's go. I just had another ride on KONDAA. There's a very interesting story to share with you all. A minute. Not a particularly good one. Yeah, the merch is, I would have liked to have got a t-shirt, but the merch isn't actually that amazing. Anyway, I'm actually going to go off to do another ride. Right, so there's 20 minutes left of the day still. Waltzed up to KONDAA as everyone else was doing, like, yes, let's get another ride. There's about 30 minutes of the day left when I got to it. And the cue board was off. I thought, that's strange. And well, just like dashes through it, but the ride was still cycling. Anyway, I get to the entrance, he says, oh, have you got a speedy pass? No. He's like, oh, you can only ride it at this time of day if you have speedy pass. So, it's not, I said, where is this advertised anywhere? Sorry, you know, it's just closed. Anyway, I said to him, well, can I buy a single, because they do single ones. But they do single fast passes for every ride, apart from KONDAA. I think they do one for Tiki the Tacky, but that might be another one they don't do. But yeah, it turns out they don't do it for just one ride on KONDAA. You have to pay €100 for unlimited rides, so you can just keep going round again and again. I got very annoyed. You know, this happened over two conversations. The first one I was just a bit stunned, it was a short conversation. And the second time was when I went back and said, look, what do I have to pay to have a few rides or something? I wouldn't have minded, like, you know, €20 or something. But no, that was that. So me being very, very crafty, I don't recommend you do this. I've always been me, my dad and my brother are all the same. We're all schemers, I suppose you could say. I very confidently walked up the exit with a line in my head of, right, as soon as those gates open, I'm just going to look through and go to the lockers, and if I get pulled up, I'll say, oh, I think I left something, my hat, my water bottle. And done that. Instead of doing that, put my phone and wallet in the lockers, and there was spare single seats. Of course there was, because the single rider queue isn't open anymore, which is ridiculous. When it's just I don't know. I've never come across that before. I looked on the app, can't see anything about it. Anyway, that worked. Got a ride on there. Just had one. That was enough. I wasn't going to fart about doing that again. But yeah, what a disappointing thing. Half an hour before the end of the day, and they're turning everyone away. I tell you what, here's me slating Alton Towers and that. At least they don't do that. 6 PM is when the ride lines close, and that's it. You're allowed in until then. I'm going to do some research, see if that's normal or whether it's something new they've introduced. But yeah, what a terrible, from my perspective, I think that's really awful. But there we go. No signage about it anywhere either. Yeah, there's only 13 minutes of the park day left now. So it'll be interesting to see if their second most popular coaster has the same thing for it. I'd imagine not. I imagine quite strongly not, even though it's probably got a longer normal queue. But who knows? Comment down below, am I wrong? Am I being crazy? I just think that's awful. Right. No signs yet, further than I got on KONDAA. Ah yes, a single rider is closed here now. Just the speedy one. And look, looks like the queue's closed as well. Looks like, in fact, the last few riders are getting on. Yeah, not good that. Not good that at all. Yeah, I'll video this just so you can see what I mean now. I mean, it is 5:59, but every attraction pretty much has this poor guy that's having to turn everyone away. Like, I've seen so many people turned away on the way down. The problem is as well, is look how busy it's getting now on the exit. Like, public transport's going to be a nightmare. When the queue's shut at 6, all the queue lengths are different, so people filter out of the park slowly. I mean, look at this. Yeah, don't like it at all. And just like that, that's the end of my trip to Walibi Belgium and the trip in general. I'm back at home now, back to work and just finishing off this vlog. Thank you for watching, guys. Did get a ride count of, well, I don't know the exact number, but done all of the roller coasters at least once, including Loop Garou twice and KONDAA 3 times. Done the Log Flume, done the Ramesses Revenge, I think it was, the dark ride. And just a little update on what I was talking about at the end regarding the KONDAA situation and how that closed, well, at least 30 minutes early. I did research the website, and it's the terms and conditions at point 10, they do say that the rides will close depending on the queue line. So, for instance, say if KONDAA had a 2-hour queue line, it would have closed at 4 p.m, meaning that all the riders would have been done at 6 p.m. I just think that's a real shame, though. I do not like that at all. Still feel the same. And yeah, sort of ruined the end of the trip a little bit, unfortunately. Thankfully, I got on it. And just making it so only people with Fast Pass can go on proves there is room, as I demonstrated as well. I mean, maybe they could at least leave the single rider queue open, or I don't know. I don't think I've encountered that before. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be going away again very, very shortly. So hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest. Cheers. Bye for now.